Hello, hello, gorgeous people. I will give you a moment to hop on and find me. And I am just going to find the video. So bear with me 2 moments. There I am. Oh, I can hear myself. I don't want to be doing that. So, welcome, lovelies. I am so excited for this week together. We are going to be diving into so much, and you're going to be seeing results by the end of the week. So I can't wait to see what you manifest. So first and foremost, as you hop on and join me, say hello. Tell me where you're joining from today. If you don't know me, I'm Holly. I am a holistic health coach. I am a teacher of Ayurveda, of Reiki, business mentor, and so pleased to be with you this week. Like I say, there's so much that I'll be sharing with you, which is not only going to transform the results that you see in your business, most importantly, it's going to transform how you feel about your business. Because I know those early days where it can feel like a real struggle and it feels like no one's seeing you and you're not bringing the people in and you're not seeing the numbers you want to be seeing and you're not making the impact you know you were born to make. So I hope to be able to support you this week to transform that so you can really, just go out and make that beautiful impact in the world, which is why you're doing it, right? Hi, Maria from Glasgow. Lovely to have you with me this morning. I'm from a very drizzly Isle of Wight. That's where I am based. So let me take you through a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. So first and foremost, we need to figure out what we're manifesting, right? We don't want to be, because the truth is we've already been manifesting our current reality. So the fact that you're here will tell me there's something that you want to do more of, or you want to experience more of. There's more abundance you feel, you are ready to receive, you are ready to make that bigger impact. So we are going to have a look at what's your vision for that. Often we can get drawn into other people's visions, thinking it has to look a certain way, it has to be a certain way, we have to run our business a certain way. But if you're anything like me, one of my main reasons for doing this business was to experience freedom. So I wanted to feel free in my business too. I've worked with a number of different coaches and mentors during my business journey. And the ones that I really worked well with were the ones that said to me, that brought out within me my own kind of inner knowing, inner guidance, that intuition that we all have. I didn't want someone to tell me, this is a strategy, follow step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you will get there. I wanted to know what all the strategies were. Then I wanted to see how I could make them my own. So let me know if that sounded to you. Yeah, it is a beautiful island. Thank you, Maria. Hi, Beverly Gorgeous. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Let me have a look on here because I can't see everyone's names. Marie, lovely to have you here, hon. Hope you're doing okay. Sharon, you're here. Fabulous. You couldn't see me when I went live. I've only just gone live, so don't worry, lovely. Okay, so let's dive straight in. Do you know, I feel a little bit, my energy feels a little bit jittery today, and I think it's because I'm so excited about this week, and I've been, because it's so different to anything I've done before, and my imagination has allowed me to run wild. So I'm hoping you're going to really love this week. Hi, Claire, gorgeous. You're down in Cornwall at the moment. I hope it's lovely down there. I would love to know if is your weather any better than ours? Because it really is like treacherous out there. Hi, Tam, gorgeous. Oh, you're watching me on YouTube. Check you out. No, I went live on both today. I thought I would use both platforms. So, first and foremost, when it comes to creating the business we desire, creating the life we desire, we need to figure out what we personally value. Claire, no better but blue skies now. So you may have heard a lot of people talking about values. So what are values? Values are the things that for you personally will give you a sense of joy, a sense of pleasure, a sense of satisfaction, a sense of abundance, even if it doesn't fit into someone else's system. So for me, I know that I personally am not happy if I'm not experiencing freedom. I've kind of already mentioned that. So it's really important for me when I'm thinking about my business, when I'm thinking about my life, that I have a sense of freedom. If I feel restricted in any way, if I feel like I'm being told what to do, then I can automatically feel that happiness within me restricting a little bit. And this is the same for my other values. So another big value for me is pleasure and luxury. And for a while, I really struggled with that value because I felt like it really contradicted my spiritual practice. I'm deeply spiritual. I'm a Reiki master. I practice Buddhist practices, and my spirituality is really, really important to me. But I also know that I've got a lot of natural feminine form energy, and I love luxury. And for me, luxury is like having massages or a gorgeous bubble bath or spending time just with myself and allowing myself to dream and be inspired. Creativity, another big one for me. I have to have freedom to be creative and express myself. So can you see how without knowing these values, then it's really difficult to actually create a life that's truly going to light you up, a business that's truly going to light you up. We need to get to grips on this, our foundations of what is it that makes you truly happy? What is it that you really value? What is it that will allow you to feel abundant? Because we know, right, when it comes to manifesting, flying first. It's all right having these big dreams, but then if we find the path to get there is really miserable or soul destroying, then actually when we're building that business, when we're creating that life, we're going to give up because it feels too tough and it feels too hard. So I would love to know if any of you know what your values are, especially in relation to your business. Pop them in the comments now. What you feel is really important to you when it comes to your business. And while you're doing that, I will give you some examples of some of the other ones I've got. So I've said freedom, I've said pleasure, like I say, creativity and self-expression, connection. I needed to have a way, and luckily my job gives me a way to have really deep conversations with people. I don't know about you, but I cannot bear chit chat. I can't bear feeling like I'm a superficial conversation. I want to know what's going on for someone. I want to know what's going on in their head. I want to know what's going on in their heart. I want to really have that deep connection with someone. So that was really important for me when I was building my business. Another one was family. So as I said, having freedom in my business to spend time with my family. I'm a mum of 3. So I need time. I need that flexibility. And so I build my business around that. I do the school runs. I look after my kids in the afternoon. Do you see this pattern coming up so that I can build a business around what actually makes a difference to me? Maria, honesty, trust, nature, feeling connected. fabulous. So here's the thing, right? If you're building a business and you're being told by some kind of marketing strategy that you have to lie to your audience, then that's not going to feel good to you, right? That's going to feel like you're not going to want to do it. So it's really important you've got that value system in everything you build in your business. Sharon, authenticity, important to you. Exactly. So again, right, if you're having to follow a strategy that feels icky or kind of inauthentic, or like you can't show up as you, it's not going to work. So let me give you some examples of how these things can play out when it comes to manifesting. So in one way, we can have these contradictory things going on in our head. So like say, I have got a real love of the luxury, a real love of wanting spa days, of wanting nice holidays, of wanting to feel, and when I say spoil, I'm not a handbags person. I'm not a, I'm not particularly bothered about clothes or anything like that. But that feeling of being taken care of luxury is really important to me. So therefore, I'm going to need the income that is going to allow me to experience that. Like say on the other way, I'm extremely spiritual and I really want to help everyone. That's perhaps one of my, that's often been one of the things that has held me back. Because I want it to make everything so accessible for everyone that actually I wasn't receiving the income. So today is about giving yourself full permission to create a vision that aligns with your values. So I would love to know initially, what do you see is the next step in your business? What's your next goal in your business? What is it you want to bring in that you're not already generating? And I should have said it at the beginning, I love interaction. So please comment, let me know what's your main goal? What's your next goal in your business? What are you looking to create? What do you want to do differently? What are you struggling with? Maria, action. So where are you now then, lovely? And what's holding you back from that action? I would love to know. No pressure. So while you guys are all typing that out, one of the big mistakes I made early on in my business was not having a vision. I would do the things I was being told to do. I would see things that other people were doing and thought, oh, I should probably do that. I would post on social media, not really knowing what I was doing, kind of posting. I've said this before, I used to post like an inspirational quote, thinking that would allow someone to think, oh, do you know what? I want to work with her. And then it got to the point where I just thought, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. I don't think it's working. I don't know what I'm doing. So I got the help and support. So one of the main things that my first coach said to me was, what are you trying to create? And I took a step back and I realized I hadn't even allowed myself to think about that. I had been doing these like steps and just thinking, oh, well, when I get, a few clients, then I can get a few more, then I can get a few more. But I hadn't taken a step back and gone, what is the big vision here? What am I trying to create? What's the life I'm trying to create? How do I want this business to work for me? It had all been this kind of scattered energy. There was no main goal. So today is about really figuring out, what is this main goal? What is this main strategy? that you are going to be using to get to that goal. Let me just take a moment to see the comments coming through. Maria, actionable steps. You've only just completed your Reiki training. Congratulations, lovely. That's fabulous news. Claire, you're setting up your Reiki space and business too. Fabulous. I'm guessing that's in person. Maria, practice trusting I can make this an actual business. I know this, but for some reason I can't see how to move forward. So this is where the vision comes in, lovely. Sharon, stagnating at the moment. I've had a big setback as you had a traumatic event that brought up some past traumas. I'm sorry to hear that, lovely. I hope you're doing okay. But you're working through this now. But don't even feel I can offer anything to other people. I completely get that. We need to give from a cup full, right? Not from a cup completely empty and depleted, because otherwise we're just giving away the little that we have. And so no, it starts with us. You really want to look at how your business can be fully integrated into your lifestyle. You live in France, living the dream, but right now it's all very challenging. Sending you love, hun. I hope this week completely transforms how you feel. And I have a feeling it will. If you follow the steps, you certainly will be feeling differently after this week. So what I invite you to do is get comfy. And get a little nest ready, because we are going to be stepping into what's this vision. You think that's exactly what's happened with you. Other stuff has popped up. Yeah. Beverly, you want to have a business once you've learned all levels of Reiki. Fabulous. So I've got a load of Reiki ladies, which is fabulous because I love Reiki and it transforms lives, right? Certainly transform mine, and you get to make a beautiful impact in this world. So let's get your vision. So get yourself comfy, get a little nest ready. You may want a blanket or a cushion. Maria, it saves your life. Yeah, powerful, right? Oh, and there's so much that we can draw on in terms of the Reiki principles when it comes to building our business, but that's probably a whole different topic that we will come on to on another day. But just for now, get yourself cozy. Take a moment to connect into that breath in the belly. Noticing that gentle rise and fall of your hara space, or that abdomen. Allow it to ground you into the present moment. And for those of you trained in Reiki, you may want to take a moment to connect in with the Gokai, because that's a lovely stabling influence in our lives, right? The Reiki principles. And I invite you now to just allow those things that you value, those things that really light you up in your life, those things that bring you joy, that allow you to feel an alignment, to just come to your mind. come forward within you. What are the elements you desire? What feels good to experience? Allow your heart to speak to you. And try not to judge anything that comes up. It's perfectly okay to want material things. We live in the human realm after all. And bringing your attention now to the area of the third eye. And just breathing some life into this area of the body. Imagine breathing light, power, energy into this area of the third eye. Allowing it to get stronger with each breath you take in. And that energy is building stronger and stronger and stronger now. Projecting out a tunnel of light in front of you, and you begin to walk through it. Noticing there's a door at the other end, and you begin to walk towards it. Maybe running your hands through this tunnel of light. And notice what this door looks like for you. What color is it? What's it made from? What does the handle look like? And reach down to the handle and open the door now. Open out into a beautiful flower meadow. The sun is shining on your skin. There's a gentle breeze. You can smell the fragrance from the flowers. You may want to run your hands over them as you walk through this meadow. Listening to the birds singing in the trees. And in the distance, a sound of waves washing up on a beach. This whole place is just filling your senses with the beauty of nature. And you notice in the corner of this flower meadow, there's a little log cabin. And I invite you now to start walking towards that log cabin. moving in whatever way feels good for you. You may want to skip, you may want to run, you may want to dance, you may even want to fly over to this log cabin, knowing anything is possible here. And there's some little steps up to the log cabin, and walk up those little steps now and open the door. And inside this cabin, it's like a little witch's hut. There's herbs that are drying. There's a pot that's bubbling away on the stove. And there's a little table in the center of the room with a chair next to it and a crystal ball on the table. I invite you to go take a seat on that chair and start to gaze into this crystal ball. And the crystal ball starts to show you where your business is in 10 years' time. Not only where your business is, but how you're spending your time in your business. Watch how you start the day. The conversations that you have with people. The feedback you're receiving from clients. You notice how abundant your life feels. Allow that vision to play out for you now. Allow yourself to see every detail. The hours that you work and the hours that you don't. How you spend your free time. The clothes that you wear. How you look, how you feel. The energy you give off. Allow this vision to get as big and as clear. This works for you at this time. Allowing it to feel more and more abundant. More and more impactful for both your life and your clients. Noticing any details or any words that spring out for you. Any feelings within you that feel important. And as and when you feel ready, Stepping up from this table now. But before you leave the cabin, there's a little gift that's been left for you on the corner of the table. Reach out and take this gift now, whatever that gift is for you. And bring it with you as you leave through the door of the cabin, coming out into that beautiful sunshine. And taking a moment to enjoy this flower meadow. And again, touching the flowers. Running your hands through them. And starting to make your way back to the door of the tunnel in whatever way feels good for you. And opening that door to the tunnel now. And stepping back into your body. But before you open your eyes, take a moment to consider what stood out from your vision. What felt really important. Perhaps something you haven't allowed yourself to see before. And as and when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes, coming back into the room. I would love to know what stood out from your vision, what came through you. Maria, achievement and gratitude from all involved, and a mouse was my gift. Very random. So, what does a mouse represent to you, Maria? I would love to know. We can look up the symbolism, but often our subconscious will be telling us something we already know. So, I would love to know what a mouse represents for you. And it was in a water therapy group. What, the mouse? Or like your vision? I would love to know. So one of the things we can often do when we're thinking about our vision is we can play it small. The truth is, when we're talking about what we can create in 10 years, we undersell ourselves a lot of the time. We forget how powerful we are. We forget how much we can achieve. But we often overestimate what we can do in a day or a week or a month. So it's so important we have clarity on what is the long-term vision here? What are we creating? What am I showing up for on a daily basis? What am I pushing myself outside of my comfort zone for? What am I, why am I bothering? Because the truth is, in your business, there will be times when you have to dig deep and go, why am I doing this? Because it feels really hard and really uncomfortable. And I don't feel like I'm seeing anyone or receiving anything, or, it's all give, give, give. So it's so important that we've got this real clarity that we can tap into to keep us inspired, keep us engaged, keep us moving forward on those days when it feels a little bit tougher. have a look at the comments. Marie, a gorgeous antique key. Oh, what's that to open? I would love to know. Maria, it was for your vision about that. And hide away from perhaps some information on what you need right now. Beverly, your third eye and heart are buzzing, confidence, no self-doubt. The door was glowing, brilliant white, heart-shaped handle with pink roses and angel wings on the door. Your gift was a heart-shaped amethyst, beautiful. And again, so what does an amethyst represent to you, and what does that represent for you? Sharon, you saw yourself being loved, trusted, and appreciated by many clients who were coming for woodland retreats here in your little garden house. Oh, wow, lovely. That sounds beautiful. Your gift was a multicolored scarf in all pastel muted shades of the whole spectrum of colors. Sounds beautiful. Again, what does that represent for you? What does the scarf represent for you? And the multicolored aspect, I would love to know. Maria, maybe I'm just squeaking, being too quiet about what I want to do or move forward. Yeah, very true, right? Claire, lots of purple flowing. A dragonfly necklace I've had your eye on. One appeared after your mum died in the conservatory. Beautiful, lovely. I love that. And dragonflies represent generally transformation, don't they? So that seems like a really apt gift to receive. Maria, your door was gold with a black, was black with a gold handle. Again, what does that remind you of? What does that represent for you? Beverly, amethyst for you is calm, peace, love, and also your mum's presence. Beautiful. So these gifts often represent what we need to take with us when we're creating our vision. What is the thing that we need to tap into? What's the thing we need to, either start being or start breaking through now? Nicola, someone came to your door, so you need to rewatch. No worries, lovely. It will be here all week. So when it comes to our vision, like I say, we can have a tendency to play small, limit ourselves around what we think is possible, what we think is possible for us, trying to avoid disappointment, not wanting to set our sights too high, not wanting to get too big for our boots. And actually this week, we will be looking at how we can break through some of those things that might be holding us back, some of those blocks that we're holding on internally around what we believe we're worthy of, what we believe we're capable of, what we believe is possible for us. Because the truth is, anything is possible. If you've got a vision, you can create it. You only have to look at the most successful people in the world and see how they've created life instances from absolutely. There's some really inspiring people out there if you ever doubt this. So, and I was having this conversation with my husband yesterday. It kind of makes me laugh how much people hate Elon Musk. Now, I won't say that he represents all my values or any of those things, but give the guy his due. He's worked to create a lot and he's stuck to his vision. Now, there's more spiritual people that are more aligned to me, like Deepak Chopra or Oprah or Gabrielle Bernstein. These people have created beautiful lives just by holding on to a vision and giving themselves full permission to have it, to experience it, to create it. And because of that, they're having a beautiful impact on millions and millions and millions of people's lives, because they chose to park their ego just for a little bit. So, your homework for today in today's workbook is, one, to get really clear on your values. So what is it that you want to experience on a daily basis? What are the things that really are going to be important with you in creating this business? And also start thinking, how can you start living these values now? So I'll give you some examples. So I've said to you, luxury is really important for me. Feeling taken care of, feeling luxurious. So every single morning, what I will do is my morning spiritual practice. I often will follow that with a self-massage, and then I will have a nice hot bubble bath before I even start my workday. Because I know I'm then tapping into that value. I'm getting that. My cup is feeling full. So when it comes to serving my clients, I'm not serving them from a cup half empty. When it comes to my business, creativity is so important to me. So I could never have a business that involves having one product that I sell over and over and over again. This is why I've got, 2 different types of certified training. This is why I do the business mentoring. This is why I do my health mentoring. This is why I've got a selection of different courses. Creativity and new things moving through me is really important to what feels good for me. So I build that into my business. I make space for that in my business. Freedom. Freedom is hugely important to me. I need to feel like I'm not restricted. When I feel restricted, I feel resentful. I feel burdened. I feel uninspired. So I make sure I've got lots of freedom in my business. I generally don't sign up like one-to-one clients for long periods of time. I don't run courses generally for long periods of time. I've only got one course that I run for a really long period of time, which is Ayurveda course, which goes on for 12 months. But other than that, most of my business allows a great deal of freedom for me. So if there's ever a day or, I've got good chunks of space in my day, so I've got freedom to sit and read a book, go for a cup of tea, go for a walk down the beach, because to me, that is the life that lights me up. So I want you to get really clear on this. What are your values? How can you start living them now? And what is the big picture vision for your business? Because once we know what we want to create, then we can start manifesting it, right? But until we figure that bit out, there's no point. So I will be sending out today's workbook in a moment with a link to the replay. So you can watch back if you want to go back through that visualization. If you want to spend some more time with that, then do that. But what I would say is allow yourself to dream big. Try not to restrict yourself around your vision. Try not to put those things on around, oh, well, yeah, but that's not really doable, or I'm not really capable, or I don't know how to do that. Let go of all of that. We will look at that later in the week. Right now, it's about finding the vision that really lights you up, that you would be so excited about creating, that would absolutely set your soul alight to know that you got to live that every single day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be back tomorrow, 10 o'clock, for day 2, where we want to look at how we can make this a reality. But if you need anything in the meantime, reach out. Otherwise, I would love for you to share something through for you in your workbook. something you uncover about yourself, something about your vision that you're trying to create. So feel free to share that in the Facebook group. Sending you lots of love. Have a gorgeous day. Go dream big. And I will see you soon.